Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for October 2024. I'm going to tell you the meditation straight away before I get it. So as soon as I closed my eyes, I saw a camera zooming in for you. So there was both like a video camera and then also just like a still camera as well. And it was like zooming in and focusing on really small, tiny details. Then it kind of shifted to someone looking at, is it negatives? Looking at like negatives or just the printed photos very, very close up, like literally, like say if it was a picture of a field, like someone going into a blade of grass, zooming in on a blade of grass. So there was something about looking at the really, really tiny details of something. And as I say, the word focus came in as well. So I don't know, there's a bit of an investigative vibe about it. So I don't know if you're investigating something or someone's helping you investigate or you're helping someone investigate. But I think that looking at those fine details, even fine print, because that came in as well, like fine print, the fine print, that will be helpful to you this month. So I'm not sure what you're doing, but there was something about that zooming in and focusing on the small, tiny, like the minuscule details, like as minuscule as you can get. That will be helpful to you. I didn't get anything else. It just kept on, yeah, that was it basically. I was like, anything else? And it was just that. So right, now we've got out of that. As I said, the reading is for October. The first half of October, I'm going to bear this in mind when I do the reading. We have a new moon solar eclipse in Libra on the 2nd of October. And obviously eclipses are known to be a time of great shifts. We also have Pluto going direct in your sign, Capricorn, on the 12th of October, which, if you've heard me go on about Pluto for the last how many months, you'll know that I'm excited. Obviously, we don't know what shifts are going to happen with that, but it's got to be better than what's happened so far. So let's keep hope alive and hope that it brings some positive shifts, because it's been retrograde back in your sign for the past, is it a couple of weeks now? Or it feels like forever, but it's probably only been a couple of weeks. But remember, before it went into Aquarius, it was in Capricorn for like 15 or something years. And yeah, anyway, let's get on with your reading. So we'll bear those two events in mind as well. That's in your first house, isn't it? Pluto direct in Capricorn. That would be in your first house. If you want to look up your birth chart and check out where all of this stuff is happening, that might be helpful. That's all I'll say, because I'm not an astrologer. So yeah, there we go. I don't want to guess and give you the wrong information. So we're getting a message from the Sacred Destiny Oracle first of all. So for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, what do we need to know for October 2024? Anything want to come out here? Let's get a little bit closer because I'm sitting a mile away. I don't know why. Anything for Capricorn? Right, we have abundance, first of all. Isn't it interesting? I said in the meditation, if it was like a field or something, and it's a greenery of some sort. Anyway. And that is quite a close-up picture as well, isn't it? Let's get your tarot cards out. So what else do we need to know for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising? Why is the Devil upside down on top of the deck? It was like that, but I've literally just separated and sorted through all of the cards and the Devil was upside down on the top. Very, very strange. And interesting that Capricorn is still in retrograde. In other words, in a reverse, and then the Devil was on the top of the deck reversed. Right, okay. Let's see what else we need to know for you. So what else do we need to know for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising? We've got the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles right now. So the King of Wands, look, he looks like he's focused on that wand, by the way. And he would have laser focus. When he wants something, nobody can stop him. The King of Wands. It's that kind of energy that's like, yeah, this is what I want and I'm going for it. And tunnel vision. Then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, who is the person that would be able to see the finer details. Like they're going to be meticulous. So that's a nice combination of energy to have together, actually. So you could be very focused on achieving abundance at present, whatever that form of abundance is for you. And that could be anything from money, a career. It could be achieving something very specific. sports is coming to mind. Like if somebody was into sports and they were focusing on their sportsmanship and being able to win in whatever sport they're in, that's a form of abundance. Even if you don't get money from it, it's the winning, that knowing that you put in all the work and you made it to the top. That could be a form of abundance as well. Let's see what else comes up for you. Right, so we have that one there. You may have felt blocked in the past, whether it's recent past or for a very long time. You may have felt blocked in a situation. And again, going back to that whole thing about focus with the Seven of Swords there, things may not have been clear. I've already said you could have been blocked, so you could have been deceived in some way, whether it's literally someone purposely deceived you, or you didn't see the details, or you weren't aware of something. Anything else? Yeah, I will take them. I was just mentally contemplating. So we'll put that one there, and then these two can go together. I'm not keen on that Five of Swords energy, Capricorn, and with the King of, oh God, that's not a good combination with the King of Cups. Because that can be potentially be a very manipulative energy. Very manipulative. I mean, the Magician isn't here. That would be, if you know this is the Gilded Tarot. If you've seen my readings before, you'll know that sometimes, probably more than half the time when that Magician comes up in this deck, or a lot of the time when it comes up as a horrible, in the past, put it this way, it's come up as an abusive energy in the past. Sometimes, not all of the time. But I really don't like this energy of that Five of Swords and King of Cups together. I mean, it could be you and some sort of self-sabotage that you're that's happening unconsciously. But if it's someone else, and then I've mentioned blocks and deception, that is a really unpleasant energy to have. I'm not trying to scare you, but if you suspected someone's been doing something dodgy that's blocking you, then your intuition's probably spot on, to be honest. Right, so I want to do like a freestyle overview, and then I'll read the message from the book and then look at it as a spread. So again, as I say, laser sharp focus, taking all the right steps. It's a really good combination to have these two energies together, because the King of Wands has an extremely strong will. If this is I feel like it's the combination of your energy, two different sides of yourself. It balances each other out. The King of Wands would just want to go guns blazing, get on with it probably. I mean, he is fully capable of coming up with a plan and, going through the right steps and everything, but he has the potential to just rush through it. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles energy would hold it back and say, no, hang on, we're going to look at all the different steps and go through every detail, and we're going to persevere, etc. So it's a good combination of energy to have. Let's see what the bottom row is saying. So on the one hand, one message could be that you likely could have really taken a risk to do something that you're really passionate about, and you might be awaiting the outcome. That's one message that comes in here. There's a possibility of awaiting the outcome and you don't know what it's going to be. There is also the possibility that you may have taken for someone else, another message is that you may have taken a risk for something and it didn't quite work out, and it's like recovering from that now and trying to like start again and think of another way to go about it, because there's still that determination there, but it's like, oh shit, that went wrong, now I've got to figure it out all over again. You may be considering, because Four of Swords can be about consideration, these together can be where you're thinking, right, where did I go wrong last time? If that's your story, where did I go wrong last time, and what can I do to kind of overcome that challenge this time? Again, if this is somebody else's energy, you could be considering who else is involved and what their role was, and because this could be anything. It could even be about a relationship, to be honest. But there is just a laser sharp focus in trying to achieve something either way. Another way of looking at it is a bit of, I don't feel like that's what it is. It is the possibility that someone really wants something and there's a bit of concern and a bit of complacency about how to go about it, wondering if it's worth the risk, if it's worth doing, and that can be a bit of a self-sabotaging energy. So that could be another message for one person, but it feels more like there's such a sense of determination here that you wouldn't let anything stand in your way. Okay, so that's the sort of freestyle look at things, and I'm going to read this message from the book now, the abundance message. So I know I just said a lot there, and as we often say in tarot, take what resonates and leave the rest, because not every single message within a reading, well, not every reading is going to be for you. And then sometimes not every single message. Sometimes you might watch a reading and only one little tiny thing the reader said is relevant to you. So, you know, as I say, whatever feels like it's your story or makes sense, take that, and anything else, don't worry about it. So abundance, I'm only saying that because I know I just gave you so many different takes on everything, but that's what came through. So I'm like, if that's what comes through, that's what I've got to tell you. Right, abundance, wildflower wonderland. Wildflowers are not intentionally planted, they are untamed, natural and free. Their fragrance calls bees to pollinate them so that seeds are created to continue the cycle of life. This is connected to the Cancer reading, to be frank, but okay, with the talk of the seeds. These kinds of natural flowers don't try to be profuse and beautiful, they just are, without struggle or worry. They are abundant without effort. Prosperity is your birthright, and the grand profusion of a field of untamed flowers reminds you that a windfall is coming. It's simply a matter of aligning your vibration and frequency with that which you desire to manifest. The sacred landscape wants you to know everything is blossoming in life. I don't know why I can't talk in your reading, Capricorn. What is wrong with me? Does anyone have dyslexia, by the way? I know that seems like a really irrelevant thing to say, but it's just made me wonder because I'm talking like this. Right, open yourself to receive. Abundance, fulfillment, and prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving toward an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. I'm getting a message, that's why I just paused. I'll say it in a bit. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall into your lap. Take steps, give deeply and fully, don't hold back. This card reveals that this is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. So the message I heard something about when is it my time? When is it going to be my time? At first I was thinking maybe one of the reasons I'm reading like that is because I'm trying to rush through it, which is a possibility. Maybe you do feel like you want something to be quicker. But as I say, with Capricorn energy, it's often known to be very patient and take its time. It doesn't mean you can't want to rush sometimes, but yeah, so my thoughts were then, the words came into my head, when is it going to be my time? So something might have taken a very long time for you and you kind of like, this is ridiculous now. It feels like no matter what I try, or I've been working on this for a very long time, it should have happened by now. But I love the fact that it speaks of investments, which the Knight of Pentacles invest their time and energy into something to make it work. And then this talk of taking action towards your dreams as well, in the direction of your dreams. So let's get on with it. Let's get into the card. So what do we need to know for the King of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, please? I don't feel like I can necessarily tell you anything new here, to be honest. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. See, there's block. Why are you blocked, Capricorn? You might be getting unblocked, hopefully, because the Devil's in reverse. But that Four of Pentacles, that's a block. The Devil's a block, but it's in reverse, so that's good. There might be a need for you to take more of a risk or open up a bit more. You know, that whole, is it you have to speculate to accumulate or something to that effect, where you have to invest to get a return, whether it is physically, to do with money, to do with yourself. Anything else? I think there's a need for like a healthy even whether or not you may already be in this state, but there is definitely a need for a healthy combination of the King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles energy. because that will get things done. If you're just the King of Wands, you can be too aggressive with it. And then if you're the Knight of Pentacles, it can be too perfectionist. So it's nice to have a healthy balance between the two. I'll try that again. So you've got Three of Cups, but that didn't feel right. Right, Ten of Cups. That's the abundance that you would want. It's not well, it could be financial, but even if it is financial, it leads to emotional fulfillment. I can see my camera is wonky. I don't know why it's wonky today, but it's the way I've done the tripod. But anything else? You've got the Nine of Cups. That's nice when you get the Nine of Cups and Ten of Cups together, and the Eight of Wands. I think you may be overcoming any blockages towards your happiness and satisfaction, so that you're trying to make progress here. So I don't think I'm really telling you anything new. You might be reflecting on past experiences to help do that. But other than that, I'm just kind of telling you what I've already said before. So let's move on from that. And as I say, it's just using that combination of King of Wands and Knight of Pentacles energy to get things done, basically. So let's look at the past energy, the Seven of Wands. It might be that the past is blocking you, whether it's a past person, a past situation, a past experience. There might be something about the past that's blocking you, but you seem to be either overcoming that, or you need to be aware of overcoming that past to move forward. So Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords. This is past energy now, by the way. Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. This Three of Wands is giving that when is it my time kind of energy, to be honest. That is my tummy rumbling. I'm hungry. I have had snacks, but yeah. Right, we've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah. It feels like in the past you may have decided on something and put effort into it. You may have even communicated as well with this and sort of been very much like, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. You know, very strong energy there of pursuing your goals. But I don't know if delays have kind of thrown you off a little bit, or there's some sort of challenge. There's a challenge that's kind of thrown you off, and it's like you can't see how to make it a reality now. That's how it's developed. So it's like at first you only have all the enthusiasm at first, and you feel like you know what you're doing, and it feels good, and then something happens, and it's like, shit, how am I going to make this work now? And again, I feel like I'm just repeating. I'm telling you the same thing. So the Seven of Wands is twofold for me. On the one side, it's the energy of, right, this is what I want and I'm going to fight for it. But then it's like ended up becoming, now I'm blocked and I'm not sure how to resolve things. Okay, so that's past energy. Let's look at the current. Well, it's not the current energy, sorry, it's the challenge. And that's, as I say, it can be deception, it can be not seeing things clearly. What else do we need to know about this Seven of Swords, please? It's in reverse, so let me put it upright. So the Page of Pentacles. So there can be something about not having enough, or not knowing what the next step is to take, or what the right thing is to do now. Nine of Wands. It might also be, I was going to say it first of all, but I thought I always say that. So let me focus on other stuff first. But yeah, it can be where you don't have enough. You may have been drained, actually. For someone, you may have been drained financially, whether it's to do with a house is coming to mind, an investment of some sort, of business, just your physical time and energy. You may have gotten drained. And the challenge now is, I don't even have enough to start again or to keep going, whether it is your physical energy or your physical resources. It's been a bit of a battle with that Nine of Wands. Got the Six of Wands. What's he doing? Let me just look at his face a minute. I was thinking then it looked like he was side-eyeing that Six of Wands, but he's not. He's looking, I don't know if you can see it, he's looking straight ahead. Can you see it? It's hard to tell. Here's look at, yeah, it looks clearer here. I need glasses. I need I'm already short-sighted. Can barely see without contact lenses in or glasses, but I think I need glasses to see close up now as well. It kind of felt like he was side-eyeing that Six of Wands, like saying, how the hell am I supposed to do that? Get to that, the success with the Six of Wands, but he's looking straight ahead. Let's see what else comes up. I think that one was first, wasn't it? We've got the Queen of Cups and we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you know what you want. It's just trying to get to it and make it a reality. That's the main theme that keeps on coming up. It's just a repeat. So this is the challenge. And that's what's not clear, is not knowing 100% how to achieve the result or goal or whatever it is that you want, the outcome that you want. But there's a knowing there. And again, I said as well, the challenge being not having enough or being drained in some way as well. Let's look at any external influences. I mean, so for some, there could be some sort of lack or inability to communicate, lack of communication or inability to communicate with a person, or I can't explain how else to say that. But that could be having an impact on things. Maybe you're waiting on answers for something and all you can do is wait at this point in time. So it's like something's been slowed down. There's like a pause, a break in things. So that's an external factor, and that I would say is an external factor. That's something that's out of your hands. It's out of your hands. So like say if you were waiting on a decision for someone where it's their decision will determine whether you can move forward or not. It's like there's a pause there. Anything else, please, with that Four of Swords? Can be that someone's not talking to you somehow. I'm not sure how. Like say if it was in a relationship, you know, someone gave you the silent treatment, or if it was some other circumstance, it's just again waiting on that person's communication. So we have the, okay, I'm getting up. The Hierophant and the Fool. Someone might be wanting to be freed from a contract here with the Hierophant and the Fool, and there's a waiting, something about waiting here to for that to be finalized. We have the Knight of Swords. It's like waiting for information that can free you. And this Hierophant would be the source of that information. So whether it's like an institution or whether there's some sort of rules involved and you need to find out about what the rules are around something. We've got the Page of Cups, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. You might be feeling a bit vulnerable in the situation. If you are waiting on someone else's response, communication, etc., it's a little bit, well, for some it might be very disempowering, for others it might be a little bit disempowering, but it leaves you kind of vulnerable and not clear on things, because as I say, it's like you're waiting for this communication or information. It could even be spiritual information, you know, if like you're someone who meditates a lot and that's how you get your answers, or even if you've had a reading of some sort, whether it's mediumship, psychic, tarot, whatever. You could be waiting on that information to help you, that, and it will somehow free you in some sort of way, but you're waiting. So while you're waiting, it's like the power's not in your hands. And then let's look at this, what is, it's like whatever's hidden or what you need to be more aware of. So if there's a power struggle or power play, again, that could be the external energy. I did already say it could be a self-sabotaging energy within you as well. One way you can sabotage yourself sometimes is by not being honest about how you feel about something. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but it's the King of Cups, isn't it? It's how he feels, and he can be known to keep his feelings to himself. And the extreme end of that is either like narcissism, or where he doesn't express how he feels. He keeps it to himself so much that it kind of screws him over. Let's see what comes up for that. So We got the High Priestess in reverse, although I feel like she should be upright. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I get in a vibe of gossip from that High Priestess. I'm getting a little bit of a vibe of gossip, which is not something I've ever gotten before. Or, you know, like when people talk behind your back even, like there's secrets behind your back. Possibly in a workplace, because you've got the Eight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles there as well, or a professional environment. It's like someone could reveal that. This sounds really weird, but I feel weird saying it, I'll be honest with you, because this is not the kind of stuff that I usually pick up. It's almost like someone knowing something that they could share with you, but they've chosen not to, and that could be something that's hidden, that's sabotaging you. If not someone else, then it's yourself. It's like where there's something within you that you're just not acknowledging. But yeah, this could be in a workplace, or it could be something being held back from you that would help you in knowing what to do physically, what physical action to take, what to invest in physically, how to use your time and effort in a way that would be beneficial to you, or that would be more beneficial to you. Because with that Three of Pentacles, it's like, one way of looking at it is, it's where people are working together upright. It's usually a really good situation of people working together, cooperating, collaborating. In reverse, it's not, it doesn't feel good. It feels like it's an unsuccessful collaboration. It could even be someone preventing you from, I don't know how to put it, like working, I kind of feel like saying working for yourself, or making something work for yourself. That's what comes to mind here. So again, whether that is an external person or situation, or it's something within you that's hidden within you that you're not acknowledging properly. And I will say, I feel really weird saying this as well, you may need to connect with your higher self, whether that is through meditation or whatever method you can have. Anything else? We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so whatever this is, this energy is definitely a burden, but if you can uncover the answers, whatever's not being said or shared, or whatever, wherever there's some kind of secrecy or hidden knowledge or something, if you can uncover that, it would help. It would be beneficial. It would help to make something work, or help you to understand what you have to do or the next steps to take. But at the minute, or even to overcome the burden, to be honest. But at the minute, it's not a good energy. It's just like something's being kept from you. That's what I feel like. And I think I've gotten that with other cards as well, haven't I? Like with the Seven of Swords in there. So that might be why, from the meditation, I said you need to focus on the really tiny details. That's why that might help, because it will uncover whatever you don't know. Let's get a message for potential future, and one for the can't even think straight now. One for the potential future and one for guidance. So potential future for Capricorn with this King of Swords. And for, I like that, the King of Swords, because to me the King of Swords knows he has knowledge. So this may be where you get the information that you need, and there's something celebratory about it. It can help you create a solid foundation. It may make you feel more secure and safe. The Queen of Wands is at, Swords is at the bottom of the deck as well. Let's get some guidance for you. Is that the Sun, or am I imagining things? It's the Sun. That's okay. Page of Cups and the Sun. For some, the advice is, whatever this Five of Swords and King of Cups is, it's something within you, and you need to be vulnerable enough to be aware of it. So that's the advice for at least one person here. If it's not you, then somebody else is going to have to open up with you with that Page of Cups in whatever way that is, whether it's in a professional environment, with a relationship, whatever, but that will make things clearer. So King of Swords, Four of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Swords. What else after the Three of Swords, please? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And one more. Magician. I'll be honest with you, Capricorn, right? I mean, so I still stand by what I said with that King of Swords, where it's like you somehow gain the knowledge that you need to make things work, to whatever, celebrate. However, you may be quite disappointed with what you find out. And it may be that you discover who or what has been blocking you. Yeah, you may discover the whole truth around that. And even if you know stuff already, there may be more that you weren't aware of. However, you'll be more equipped to deal with whatever that nasty energy is, and it'll help you to take the next steps forward. And it's like kind of the Magician is where you kind of gain your power back, because I think I said at the beginning there was something, or nearer to the beginning of the reading, there's something disempowering because you don't have all of the information that you need. So it looks positive, but as I say, focus on the tiny details in whatever way that means to you. Let's get something for that Sun card and the Page of Cups. So we've got the Four of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Lovers, the Moon, and the Emperor. So again, there's that vibe with the moon there, because you got the moon and the sun together, of needing to uncover whatever's hidden, which I said again is either something within you or someone else needs to be more open about it. It can be here that someone needs to be more open about what they want, what their desire is, whether again that is relationship related or something else, and that could be you or someone else, to be honest. It can be that someone, like say if you're in a relationship, for example, one of you, whether it's you or the other person, might need to be honest that they're not happy and that they don't want to fight for it anymore. So that would be disappointing if you found that out. And the true abundance is being freed from the situation so that you can start again and do whatever, find a new partner, be by yourself, whatever you want to do. That's one thing that comes up here. You may need to be very honest with yourself about, again, I think I'm just repeating it, what you do and don't want here. That may be a truth hidden within you, if it's not someone else needing to be honest with you. But there's a need for openness here, openness to whatever the truth is, I think, with that. And then that will lead to your abundance. So I've said so much, I don't think I can add anything else to this without making it more confusing. I know I've said a lot. I give whatever messages come through, and it can be a lot sometimes. Again, just a reminder, take whatever feels like it's your story and leave the rest. I'm going to get you a final card of guidance from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to tie things up for you. So final advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Thank God it's one card, because I don't mind reading it, but even I start to lose concentration if I have to read when I'm reading more than one message. So I can understand listening to it, you could lose concentration as well. Right. Cancer got this as well. They got two cards, but one of them was the Butterfly Spirit Transformation is beautiful. So it says, joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving and joyous. You will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. The protection message says transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem to be right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course. Moving through the sadness and disappointment, surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning into the infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly Spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. I'll leave it there for you, Capricorn. I would ask if this resonates for you, if any part of it resonates for you, please feel free to let us know if you want to. You may be very private and not want to, but if you want to, let us know, because I just feel like there was a lot in that, and it would be interesting to see which parts, if any, resonate. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, Capricorn. I hope that your October works out well. I'll be back in a couple of weeks for the mid-month check-in, so take care.